Hi, my name is Roxana. Bienvenidos, welcome. This is the first day of my vlog. Now, as you may see in the channel, there are other videos, but I want to make a little experiment. And before I explain to you what the experiment is about, a little background. My name is Roxana. I have two channels on YouTube. I have Avid Diva and I also have Metamorphosis Rocks. Now, I don't know where you're watching this because I'm actually posting this video on both channels, even though the actual vlogging is only going to be on Metamorphosis Rocks so that you know where to look for what. Now, Avid Diva is more of a business channel. I created it originally. I wanted that to be my main channel, and this year I started moving all my social media in a certain direction. And so since the business name and my Jamboree Independent Consultant name and everything is under Avid Diva, I decided to leave that channel for the process of me starting the business and whatnot. Now, Avid Diva started last year, but I really haven't done anything major with it, and now I'm beginning to. So whatever I learn, I'm going to post on that channel. Book reviews on books that are business books are going to be in that channel, and whatever information I find on how to do this, because to be honest with you, I know how to film a video, but I don't know how to edit it or anything like that. So whatever I learn, I will share it with you in that channel. Now, keep in mind that I am currently filming on my desktop, which is an HP, but I also have a Mac computer, and that's probably the one I'm going to use for most of the videos. But maybe I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the vlogging itself, so we'll see what happens. As I learn, I'll tell you what I learn. Metamorphosis Rocks is the actual vlogging channel. It's the day-to-day situation. I have a mother who happens to have Alzheimer's, and everything I'm learning about that is going to go into Metamorphosis. What I'm doing myself to avoid, like for example, I just found this book on the library about 100 things that you can do to prevent Alzheimer's. I'm going to read that. I'm probably going to share some of the knowledge with you from that book, or anything else I read, anything about the disease itself that I learn. I am also volunteering for the walk. Last year I did the walk. I actually walked the walk. This year I'm actually volunteering to help organize the walks for the Alzheimer's Association. So I'm going to share whatever I find with you. I'm also going to share about the reason why we're here. And now that I gave you a background, I can explain to you what the concept of the experiment is. Now, I'm just wondering, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that's wondering, why is it that the men are having all the fun, the young men are having all the fun on YouTube? And what I mean by that is that the people that I actually look up to and admire, most of them are men. All of them are younger than me. So the Casey Neistats, the Gary Vaynerchuks, the Marie Forleos, the Brendan Burchard, all of these people that I watch, the only person that's a little older than me is a lot older than me. And I'm not going to say his name because that sounds kind of insulting to call him old. But he is the only, I only see one person, maybe two, that are older than me. Everybody else is younger. Now, most of the people doing the really cool stuff are men. What I have noticed is that women post once a week. Men do vlogs. And I'm not even talking about the Kim Chins or the people that are doing the boogies and people like that are doing gaming videos. I'm talking about regular people that are doing vlogs. The men vlog every day, the women once a week. The men are usually all over the place. The women have one particular topic. And that's why I split the channel up the way I did, because I wanted the Metamorphosis channel to be all about women that are not that young and doing their thing, whatever that thing is. In my case, when my mother was officially diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I was already not working. I had left my job to go and take care of my parents. Then I brought them here. My father passed away. My mother stay with us for a little while. But to be honest with you, when a family member has Alzheimer's, you have to have a certain type of a particular set of skills. Let's use Liam Neeson's words. And I just don't have them. I honestly don't have them. I was not getting any sleep. I was getting sick. I was getting fatter. I had already reached what I thought was going to be the highest weight I would ever be, which was 230. And I ended up getting to 253 pounds while taking care of her, because I am a big frustration eater. I get frustrated, I eat. I don't cry that much unless I'm watching Disney movies, of all things. But I do eat when I get frustrated. When I'm a stress eater, that's what I'm trying to say. And so I gained a ton of weight. And when my birthday came on November 21st, 2016, I decided, you know what, I'm 50 now. I'm going to take the best care of myself possible. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to do everything right. And I'm going to start taking my social media seriously, because since I'm staying home, because even though my mom is now in a home, I am the one who keeps track of all her stuff. And it's very hard to find a job when you think that at any moment they can call you because she's in the hospital and you have to abandon everything. So I decided not to get a job outside the house, get a job inside the house. I had already registered a business, so I figured I would go that route. A lot of things happened that I'm not going to get into, but the bottom line is that now I want to try this. Now, this is not my income producing activity. This, I'm not interested. That doesn't mean I'm not going to put a commercial here and there. If it happens, it happens. But this is not for me to make money. This is for me to learn YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of YouTube. I'm not interested in talking about other YouTubers. I'm interested in doing fun things. One of the things that happened when I turned 50 is that I realized that I've always wanted to learn to skateboard. I've never had a skateboard. I always wanted to learn to surf, but I'm too big right now. And I've always wanted to run the Ironman, of all things. The Ironman is the one, the real one, the one in Hawaii, is a month before my birthday every year. And I'm hoping that within the next 5 years I can train to do that. Now, the first thing I did when my birthday came is I started walking, because walking is the one exercise that I don't need any equipment for, to be honest with you. And then I joined the gym, and now I not only have the gym, but now I'm starting to work on the nutrition side of it. And that is part of the progress and the reason why I'm doing the vlog. I want to learn to do new things. I want to share with people things. You know, when you're 50, you're not over the hill. Now, for the young people, they think that, oh, you're old. Come and talk to me in 25 years and tell me that you feel old. Because I honestly don't. I don't feel old at all. My body might feel old some days, but I personally don't feel old. So I want to try everything, do anything. And to be honest with you, a little bit of it has to do with the fact that since my mother has Alzheimer's, I realized that part of me is thinking I have a 50-50 chance of getting this disease at some point if it hasn't started. Because, little tidbit of information, before you actually see the symptoms, you might have had the disease 15 to 20 years incubating, for lack of a better word. So a little part of me wants to do everything just in case I don't remember anything 20 years from now. So, hey, great excuse. I can embarrass myself as much as I want. I won't remember a thing. I'm hoping that in between somebody will find the cure for this disease and it doesn't involve medicines that will kill something else while curing my brain. In the meantime, I'm going to do everything possible, and I'm going to share with you everything possible, because the idea of this particular experiment is for women between 40 and 60 who are in the process of maybe changing jobs, changing careers. They're going through the empty nest syndrome. They're just changing their lives, to realize that there's no reason why we have to act like 60-year-olds or 80-year-olds when we're still young. So, if you want to be part of the journey, Again, I remind you, Avid Diva is for business purposes. The vlog is going to be in Metamorphosis Rocks. I do hope you join me. And hopefully we can learn a couple of things together. You can tell me things that you might want me to try. Just nothing illegal, please. Not interested. I can tell you right now, I don't use drugs. I don't use, not even recreational drugs, because, no. And I don't eat, there's a lot of stuff I don't eat because I just don't like, I'm not that adventurous when it comes to food. I would not eat, well, actually I have eaten frog legs, so I guess I have been adventurous at some point, but you know what I mean. Normal things. I want to discover the world in a different way, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping that you'll stay with me for the ride, and I definitely thank you for watching. And you have, oh, one more thing I almost forgot. In the case of both channels, there are going to be videos that are going to be in Spanish, because I am Hispanic. I speak Spanish just as good as I speak English. And I do believe that the Hispanic community is a little abandoned on, or not so much abandoned as I don't see as much material as I wish. And I am going to create videos for that, because it happens to me all the time. I have for the the Jamboree VIP groups, I like to share videos of things other than what I do. Sometimes I'm looking for motivational videos. Sometimes I'm looking for tips and tricks and that kind of thing. And I can never find enough stuff in Spanish. So you are going to see videos in Spanish. I will make sure that I make it obvious that they are in Spanish, so that if you don't speak Spanish, you don't have to sit through them. But if you want to learn Spanish, you can actually watch them and learn a little bit. And I do realize that this has subtitles, but this is just that I don't. If you speak Spanish, why not create content in Spanish? The idea that a person can look at your channel and just go and flip and have the subtitles, it's nice. But if you actually have the ability to speak Spanish, I think I encourage anybody to, if they speak Spanish, or not just Spanish, any language, to create some content. You don't have to do all your content, but some content in Spanish, and so that you can support your community wherever they are. So yeah, that is all for today. I thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.